Good evening and welcome to the Templeton Board of Health meeting. It is Monday, January 22nd, and we are starting at 7 p.m. And we will rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, first order of business is to review the minute meetings from November 27th. It looks good to me.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to accept the minute. Okay, Laura makes a motion.
I'll second it.
Awesome, accepted. And then Lori, the Communicable disease report.
Yeah,
I didn't
that.
say that today, that one. Number two.
What I did tonight is I just did the brief information is from January 7th through January 13th, which is the most up-to-date information we have. We had 17 confirmed cases of COVID out of 40 tests. And to be honest with you, and I'm sure I've stated it before, this information is not all that it's cracked up to be, because we have all the home test kits
Yeah.
out there, and I can virtually guarantee that people are not reporting, which is fine. We do still have a few cases of RSV out there, that spreads pretty quickly and can cause a lot of breathing issues. I can tell you no fatalities from anything right now at this point, which is good. We did have the norovirus that was going around. So hand washing, you don't want to have, intestinal distress. Hand washing is good. Keep your fingers out of your mouth, kind of thing. And other than that, we're pretty good as far as.
That's good.
communicable
I had
disease
hoped
goes.
that that was the one thing from COVID that people would remember was the hand
hand
washing.
washing.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Excellent. All right. And then the 2024 Post-Closure Landfill Monitoring contract, which I did read over.
And using Mark Popham is really a good strategy for us, because he has an excellent relationship with Mass DEP. He knows what he's talking about. He knows how to do his testing. He works with us. And it's funny because I kind of did a projection because of how much things have increased in prices lately. And I just did an average, and he came out with $5,010. I came out with 5,000. So I'd say
Oh, great.
we're in the
Okay.
ballpark.
Awesome.
And he's really good, because if it doesn't cost him, he doesn't charge us. This year, our price that we had budgeted for was actually reduced by almost $1,000 because of something that couldn't be accomplished. So it's not just, here's the price, you're gonna pay it.
Yeah, no, I think he's very fair. And he does a great job for us.
Yeah.
And the report is amazing, so. Right. So we need to vote.
Yes, please.
I would make a motion that we accept the contract.
I'll second it.
I will agree. All in favor? Awesome.
So Jane, I have 2 copies. Signature and date, please.
Okay.
And Laura, these are the minutes if you wanna, I'll hand those down to you too while we're signing things.
Okay. All right, and then we're on to number 4, the private well brochure draft.
So, working with Terry Griffiths from the select board, we came up with the brochure. It's just informational right now. It doesn't have anything to do with legislation that's currently going on. It's more about safety concerns. Geez, you've had a well for 350 years. Have you ever tested it? It's where you can go, what you can look for, and really how a private well works. As we go along, and Massachusetts is trying to put some regulations in place, we would update the brochure as that happens. It's a living document, really,
Mhm.
but I'm open to any suggestions and changes.
Yeah, my pictures are horrible.
Here, take that one.
No, the only thing I could think of is, I don't know how you do it, but if we had a, because I know the next question you're gonna get bombarded with is, who does well testing?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good idea. I can-
So some links to, if we can research some reputable,
What I can,
or find, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how we would vet them, but somebody who's willing to work within the town or, and then maybe have, I don't know if we have something set up as we do the septic loan thing
that's what we're working on.
to get that so that people can, if, because I know somebody is gonna have their well, somebody's well's gonna fail and they're gonna be in a panic because they don't know who to call or how to get it fixed and they don't have the means. So if we had somebody, reputable contact or somebody that they could contact to test their well and then either work with them, give them options and pricing, same thing, on the same idea as the septic
Septic,
program.
yeah.
But just so that I just have a feeling you're gonna start getting one, because this is gonna be a question. It's a good question. I mean, we have
Yes,
town water, but for people with wells, there's a lot of old wells around here.
Right.
And a lot of people moving in from out there, the city or whatnot, have never,
correct.
I mean, we run into people who don't even know that they had a septic system. They're just used to flushing the toilet and it goes away.
Right.
And then you say, well, your water comes out of the ground and they go, oh, we never had that before. What do you mean? Well, where's your well? I don't know.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So that you're gonna have, there's a lot of,
And had no idea.
there's
about groundwater.
Right.
there's a lot of people that are gonna, I have a feeling that you're gonna get a lot of calls.
And that's okay, that we rather have the calls. So for well testing, I can definitely come up with a link that includes any local
Yeah.
well drillers and things like that. But as far as testing goes, DEP has a list of certified labs that are the only acceptable water, like quadrant analytical and
Yeah, but you have to have, kind of. Was it Peterson pumped did the,
yeah, they're really
Maybe-
good.
maybe Peterson pumped it, or they did, and then they had to, they brought it, they actually submitted to the lab.
Right. when
Because
they
they're gonna be
do
the
live in
person
well.
servicing.
Right.
Or, whoever's doing it, whether it's,
Henshaw,
Henshaw, that's what.
there's Henshaw,
It's
there's.
gap drilling,
Yep,
Mountain.
Mountain
I mean,
Gap.
there's a
Yeah,
lot of places around that are doing it, and they usually handle the whole thing.
They do.
But for the person who's gonna call and say,
Yep.
I need my well tested, what do I do? And they're gonna be out there with a bucket of water, pouring it into a cup and saying, is this good enough?
No,
It's not.
so what I can do. Is I can do a full link with the process. And the labs that can do it through Mass DEP. And as far as funding goes, we are actually working on that. And it is exactly the same as the septic betterment, yeah. Because it is expensive to have to put in a whole new well. You don't even know what it's gonna cost you depending on how deep they have to go.
Or, I mean, even the testing and the treatment, a lot of them can be saved with treatment, and
True.
that could even put a financial strain on somebody.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
just trying to give people options.
Yeah, we want options, so great idea, and I
Great
will do
idea.
that.
Okay. So you will work or make some additions to the draft and. Awesome. And it will go on the website too?
It will.
Okay. Got it.
Well,
I had to fill out the non. What did I ask you about the other day?
sure.
What did we sign? What the heck? Did you get something to sign?
I don't sign anything.
Sorry, I
Ethics.
know we did, and I can't
We did.
remember, Jane.
Oh. I don't sign
Um,
anything.
There was the, well, you might not have.
Open meeting, was it? Gosh, Lori, I sent you.
It
the
was
thing.
skills. It
Yeah.
was,
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Did you get that?
it was about
Sure.
renewing your ethics, and
Yeah,
so if you follow the link, it'll tell you when you're actually due and what you're due for. Because I think all three of you did what you needed to do
well, last year,
the last time. This year should be a matter
it
of
was
acknowledging that the
yes.
information came.
And that's
here.
all it was, but you didn't get it, Laura. Only because I went in and checked her email that morning. I'm like, did she get this?
How can you get into my email?
On my computer, because you left your password. Um. So, but it was just to sign it, because I'm like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
home. I might as well sit down
Yeah, I
and do
thought I
this,
got
because it's a couple
something,
hours
but
worth
it
of
wasn't
work.
that.
And it was, I just had to acknowledge, like, read it over.
And that's all I got too. So,
Okay.
What was it from?
you know what? I'm writing down that I'm going to check the link for that. It's open meeting and ethics.
Open meeting, yeah.
And I will send you the link.
Okay.
Do you want me to send it to you too?
Sure, why not? It'll be fun.
I don't think any of you are really due for any.
It was, mine was for the conflict of interest.
Right.
Yeah, because
What
we,
did I have to do with you too?
I don't know, we did it last year. We had, because I had to do it 2 years in a row, watch the whole thing, because they changed the process.
They did
And I'm
change the
like,
process.
Why am I getting this again? So,
So I can double check.
okay. And
Anything else?
No,
Is
just a lot
anything-
going on. I mean, still working on housing and things like that. It's a forever process. Just to give you a quick update, it doesn't require any voting or anything. It's just information. The property on State Road where the gentleman had built the tiny house, that has all come down. Right now, they're not living there. They should never live there again, but we'll have to kind of keep an eye. 25 Central Street is in the beginnings of being cleaned up. Again, we don't own that building, so it was a matter of shutting down a business that was running illegally on a property that is in serious tax title. And we already know 10 Pleasant Street is down. We're going further on that. That should be hopefully coming to a close early this year to be auctioned off.
They were auctioning off that house in Mumbai.
We haven't done any auctions, and that's really not my forte, but it's through the treasurer collector and the select board. But there are, to make it worthwhile, there's going to be hopefully several properties at the same time.
Good.
I don't really know the whole process, but 28 Albert, which is
That's the
the abandoned, they're working on it. I did have the occasion to go in. And I was very surprised at how little mold was in there. So it is salvageable. It had a Title V and passed. It has a new roof now, and they're gonna move forward and bring the rest of it up to code. And then hopefully they can get somebody in there and get it going.
that's good.
excellent.
I will check out Bridge Street.
Just that house that was,
Yep.
I'm just curious, it was because it had caught fire. And
And there's nobody's been living there
I
since
don't
then?
think so. No, and I just was curious. It's just a curiosity thing, really. It's nothing, has nothing to do with,
Yeah, light
I
bills
don't
online,
need anything
too.
done. I was just,
Yeah, well, if you see any or know of any abandoned houses, just let me know. And we'll take a peek at them and see if we can get them into the abandoned housing initiative. That's what they're for. They're great, and we've had a lot of success. The more houses we can get people into, the better.
Mhm.
Oh, did you see that Baldwinville Elementary received their funding?
Oh, I did not see that, so that's good. Okay.
Adam and select board member Matt Rivard went to Boston today for the announcement. And that's gonna be moving forward, and I'm sure it's gonna be moving forward quick.
what are they doing?
It's going to be turned into affordable housing, and not only are they going to use the building that's already there, they're going to put another building with it. And all around it will be green space. There was a CDBG loan for the infrastructure on Cottage Street. I think it's Cottage Vernon, I forget, in school up there.
Yeah,
And so there's gonna be a lot of work done. And all good stuff.
Good.
that's good.
There'll be some nice green space. They plan on making using the area around one of the trestles from the bridge as just a lookout point, not, it'll be made very safe, I'm told. But it's a great use of space, so.
Well, that's good. That's
Exciting.
exciting. Yeah. Nice. Awesome. All right, so I think that's it. And our next meeting will be February 26th.
Sure.
That work for everybody? Okay. And we need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Right. In favor.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and it is 7:06.